Affliction of the Israelites in Egypt. These are the names of the children of Israel who entered Egypt with Jacob, each one entered with his family. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad and Asher. All the people born to Jacob were 70. And Joseph was in Egypt. And Joseph died, and all his brothers, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful and multiplied, and were greatly increased and strengthened, and the land was filled with them. Meanwhile, a new king arose over Egypt who did not know Joseph, and said to his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are greater and stronger than us. Now therefore let us be wise toward him, lest he multiply, and it come to pass that when war comes, he also joins with our enemies and fights against us, and departs from the land. Then they placed tax commissioners over them to bother them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh the storage cities, Pithom and Ramesses. But the more they oppressed them, the more they multiplied and grew, so that the Egyptians feared the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve harshly. And they embittered their lives with harsh servitude, in making clay and brick, and in all work in the field and in all their service, to which they were rigorously forced. And the king of Egypt spoke to the midwives of the Hebrew women, one of whom was named Shiphrah, and another of whom was Puah, and said to them, When you assist the Hebrew women in their births, and you see the sex, if it is a son, kill him, and if it is a daughter, then live. But the midwives feared God, and did not do as the king of Egypt commanded them, but kept the children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said to them, Why have you done this, that you have preserved the life of the children? And the midwives answered Pharaoh, Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptians, for they are strong, and give birth before the midwife comes to them. And God did good to the midwives, and the people multiplied and became greatly strengthened. And because the midwives feared God, he prospered their families. Then Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, Throw every son that is born into the river, and preserve the life of every daughter.